nanny.
Yes, but she said something about she's a descent. She's what?
She's a descendant of nanny. That's what she said.
She never said descendant, man. She never said descendant. We always used to use it. But
she's I'm trying to remember, but
when
remember
she went to the media, she was
right
out of her she was above her peer, nothing. She didn't know
oblivious. Nothing. Yep, she was like a puppet, but used by Richard Currie them to try to overthrow. And there's a next one where there are more town named Alex, more Minot. He my next devil down there too. Him did a link with Richard Currie them.
Overthrow the brother.
Right, to try overthrow Colonel Sterling in Moortown. Right. So Hope was she was there.
Let's not forget the other lady that died a mysterious death a couple weeks after.
Wow. See that truck? Whoa. Yo, the people think of some play thing, you know. Hey, them think a joke thing, you know.
Yo, Mr. Vegas, people don't understand the years worth of research and battle where we go on with them and observe them, you know, brother.
We are talk, and nobody not pay with no mind, so we just say no allow them. Because people are born with
yeah, man. We are saying, man, never say.
While we are pointing to Richard Currie, them people like Dean Jackson Miller interview him and everybody a glass over him. Everybody a romanticize this man here.
Right.
Interviewed Yendi them.
Fish Stevens too, man. Fish Stevens, man. Fish Andre. Then did I endorse the wall, man. Them see, yeah, man. The wall. Listen me. As a matter of fact, the Jamaica Observer, to which him have some connections, they did some PR on him and make it look like say he was some savior. Then bring in Vice. Remember Vice, you know? Vice did a documentary, you know, to make it look like say these were some indigenous people protecting the land.
What the brother named George Soto, what's his name?
George Soros, man.
George Soros. Him no go prison over there.
No. But my point is, Vice is owned by George Soros. Them. So my thing is, when Richard Currie them came on the scene, Vice did a documentary to make it look like say, oh, these are sovereign indigenous people who are protecting the land from a wicked.
Was that the one that they were talking about, the indigenous people that was taken on the big American conglomerate?
Yeah. Yes. That's the Vice documentary. But it made it look as if that the Jamaican government was corrupt and they're trying to destroy the cockpit country and take away the resources and destroy the environment. That's how Vice painted that documentary, and Richard Currie was the savior. But people never know, say, Richard Currie them and George Soros them did have that link there. Right. People don't know that.
Right.
So you see, people might not understand who these people are, and I dare them to ask, who is this plenipotentiary second in command when he is the de facto leader? Listen me, Anu Zion L is the man who run it. Richard Currie is a puppet. Who is this man? Where he come from? Him don't have an ounce of maroon blood in him. He's not from a compound town. Him not have nothing to do with no maroon, nothing. Nothing at all. And him a program Richard Currie. People must ask those questions. Who is this man where I run Richard Currie head?
Remember the gear rights activists them came down here and found them way up there.
No, who remember when Richard Currie go link them at the embassy?
And he went up there to check him.
Yeah, man.
Type on the whole of them I talk about them a support this and them a support Richard Currie and all them shit. Richard Currie carry the gay rights activists them up there, and then they go link them down at the embassy and go meet up with them.
The same couple that the government refused to give diplomatic tenure because we don't recognize.
Yep.
The same-sex marriage.
I don't think. I'm not sure if I the couple, but
yeah, man.
What the man? Yeah,
they were both there. Both of them there. There was also another video in Oviedo. I don't know if you saw it. With them have Mark Golding down there in one bush, I him down. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yes,
Them man,
yeah, yeah, man.
Maybe I just joining, you know. I just read out the whole case file now. Because they do it already some years ago. I just read out the whole case file of how the plenipotentiary up there, where a Currie right hand, try the same land grabbing thing, him and him allies them down in Texas, and everything. When you read the case file, it's parallel to what they're trying to do here in Jamaica.
No, but he's banned from Texas. But the problem is, you know, a lot of things are going on up in a compound town that the government have no clue what's going on up there. There's a lot of things going on up there where the government don't know. The reason why they are rejecting the JDF is because the
government don't know.
Well, let me tell you something. No, I don't think so, to be honest.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you why I think the government know. Remember, say, you know, that constituency, you know, is JLP, you know, and one of the things that probably Chuck can speak on it, say, the people in there were dieted JLP. So the information is going to go back to the leader. The government know. The government know, but I think, and as I've said before, that this gives them an opportunity, and I totally support your argument that they don't want the JDF there because of the house-to-house movement. The JDF will learn the landscape now, and they actually don't want that. So I think the move for the JDF, learning the landscape, easier for them going. Me not think that them don't know. Me think the government know.
You see, the problem is, you know, even with the issue at Quick Step, where Richard Currie had his people cutting down the whole of the lumber, them selling it illegally, the forestry department came in, put a stop to that, and he made it look as if he wasn't involved, he have nothing to do with it.
Which part of this represents any form of native to this land? Which part of this represents any form of native to this land? He's
a Muslim them.
This now not to do with no native to this land outlook. At Bregin, a dangerous something I go on up and people think I'm joking. Are the girl is in the army fatigue we're running for the Prime Minister, you know? As Zion eldest, you know? Which part of this represents any form of indigenous people attire? What is this? An FBI representative? What is that? What is that? FBI representative? Some post them in them army fatigue, stand up in front of a vehicle and say, yo, the start of a militia. So I see people are burn it out because I say them a militia. But if them have them own army, them no militia, man. Hello? Everybody gone?
I hear you.
No, the thing is, you know, remember, you know, these people claim that they're a state.
Right.
Remember, that's a sovereign state of a compound, you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And remember, they are saying that they're a state within a state, and they have their own autonomy, they have their own government. So therefore, the government of Jamaica, right, has no degree of control over them. But the problem is, you know, as we say, you know, right? These are usurpers. These are Trojan horses. How them reach up there, how them gain power, what they are doing a lot of stuff up there where the government really and truly don't know.
But sorry to cut you. 3 years ago, this same connection you are making up.
But Mr. Vegas, remember we know about this, you know, brother. Remember good no, man.
This link up with for him was their mouthpiece, you know.
Right. He was a PR person, but me I say, remember from 2021, 2022, you know, brother. Remember good no, man. Remember good no, bro.
Damn.
Remember good no, man. We up on the battlefield with the man them from 2021, 2022, bro. And we know so them a devil because they don't care about the interests of the people them up there. They don't. These are people. Remember, you know, these people, that same one named Anu Zion L, he was launching crypto in the cockpit. Whereas they were going to sell cryptocurrency based on the resources in the cockpit country. Remember, say, the number one AI company in the Jamaica called Crimson Tide AI. Who own it, Mr. Vegas?
Crimson Tide AI?
Crimson Tide AI, Richard Currie, Anu, Zion L them, I feed them thing. Crimson Tide AI. Yes. Yes, and guess what now? Land, when it come on to land grabbing, them are king at that too. A whole heap of land them a grab all about the place. But if you research Crimson Tide AI, the dots will be connected. Crimson Tide AI, Richard Currie them, and Anu Zion L. Yes, that are gonna open Pandora's box. And because people don't know.
But are we at the point now where people care? Because 3 years and 4 years ago we were talking about this, somebody never care. Are we at the point now where people care though? Do you think Imhotep and family? You don't believe say the muscle when try muscle Andrew Wallace now in a time of disaster, but him no want a military up there. You think him overstep and it gonna be downfall?
You know, sir. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
The problem there, guys, if on the internal people that speak, that's when you know, say, people pay attention. Normally, those people on the outside that speak, but we can know when the internal people them rise up and I tell people who are going up there. Right? Because when I tell you in Vegas, that's how me grew up, you know. Me live at the last community before you enter Maroon Town, and that's how me grew up. Right at the them call this, right at the foot of the hill. That's how me grew up. So when the people are talking about the things, and we are finally the people them up there speak. Virgin, I know several colonels of Maroon Town. I have never known a colonel to be walking around with bodyguard. Never known that before in Maroon Town.
What the one name when we defeat? What the one name when we defeat Chuck? The one before.
Petty. Think of Petty, Colonel Petty.
No, man. It wasn't Petty, man. It wasn't Petty, man. It was Roar. Yeah. Roar was it, right?
Roar was on. I have him here, you know. I have him here, you know. And him stop short of saying some things. Because
yeah, man. Remember goodness, Mr. Vegas, man. Say when the war are going up there, you know. When Richard Currie them beat up all bats right now, man, and them sitting there, you know, man. Right? Remember we were seriously invested.
But I get to come confirm.
Right, but when there was that civil war up there, because there was. Because remember Nationwide News interviewed them during the civil war up there, you know. Right? So the thing is this now. Richard Currie them, a PNP, the man carry go up there, brother. Richard Currie, you know, was the man where Mark Golding even tasked to carry the PNP thing, go up our compound town, you know. Because before Richard Currie, it was a JLP chief who was up there.
Let me give you one greater. The gentleman who spoke this morning, right? Him changed it from chief now in a king. You know hear when the prime minister
King and queen.
A king and the woman them have to call her queen.
Richard Currie, listen me. Remember, you know, the whole upper compound know say Richard Currie they over one part there, you know. So there's no queen up there. Him did not one year to the tune. Because of which side him gone. Right?
Let us dig into where Roe officer.
And what are the pressing needs that you'd say are around you and of course with you right now?
Oh, well, our pressing needs when it comes to the houses. 88% of our house gone. When it comes to right now, stop happening and the house stop with them. Up to yesterday, the breeze is blowing, it's like it one lift off the house stop. Right? And our farm also luggage mash up completely. So we're just frustrated to really know that people are living on their house stop and we get the help and it turn back.
So it's mostly roofs that are the problem then?
Mostly roof and our farm.
Okay, what kind of farmer are you?
Oh, well, we plant hot pepper, planting banana, dasheen, yam, cocoa, everything gone.
So you'd have to start from ground zero then.
From ground zero. Yes.
And Andrew, what was your reaction when you heard news that there was this commitment to have JDF personnel, their engineers, come in to offer their services to repair those damaged roofs?
I was happy to hear that because we never changed about JDF up here. JDF, since COVID, JDF stopped coming up here, come train now. We used to have JDF coming here, come train. So no traumatized, never up here when JDF come. A matter of fact, you them love to see the soldiers them around. And the soldiers them always teach them a lot of things. So them love it. So we don't know, oh, this has been comfortable. We don't want soldiers in our community. We need the soldiers and keep them balling out.
And that was the general reaction of the community at the time. People were welcoming off the news.
Right, at the time. So the next 48 hours, we hear that they don't want the JDF up here. It's like we're coming to shock. It's like a group of 5 persons. Make up that story.
So question.
Hold on.
What changed?
Sorry for cutting off.
That
Him say so. Remember I talked about the council where them say a contest where sue the government for the land. The man just say 5 people make up the council.
relationship then.
Well, after COVID, we changed leadership 2021. And from that time, no more army personnel come to this community.
Oh. So that's a part of the leadership change.
Wanna hear that? From 2021, a soldier and go up the truck.
And that is when February 2021, Currie win the chief position, 2021. So right after that, him change that. And then now when you see people like Butcher and Spagger, them start run him. And you know, from day one, me say them I use them people, I use them brother, and in the end, them are going to be downfall, because what them want to do in a maroon town is where them feel say them can carry any illegal thing them want to go, they go hide, and the police can go, they go trouble it. That is where them do. That is where them want from up there.
Disclaimer on my part, but not coming on evidence of that.
Okay, so the council, tell me now, how many persons are on the council based on your
Listen up.
The council actually break up, so I don't think they have 1 more 5 somebody now.
Jesus.
And those 5 people, Andrew, that make up this council, did they come around to the community, see the persons consult about this move to reject?
No, they never come around, and then you have outside forces. Like I'm on the call them and say, well, yeah, make sure that community, if you make them come because government has to go for the community. That's the main thing. Why they must stop this water?
Marvin, are you on?
Yes, I'm here.
What are your sentiments as it relates to this very thing that we're talking about, the council making this decision?
All right, before we move to the question, there is something that I want to get out there. So to be honest with you, we have to come at everything we have going in the community, and if everybody feel like they're going to say, oh, come after Marvin because Marvin go on here and talk about Marvin purchase and they tell lies, then we're going to be a part 2 for this, because 5 minutes cannot talk about a Kampong town. Understand? So basically now, my turn now. Already, people parting me, not talking to me because the protest was about the government offering to help the people in the community. And we need the help. So there's no way at all me I'm going to sit down and keep my mouth shut when the people are used to falling, and as soon as February, March come in, that's when the whole lot of rain start to fall again. So we're not taking the help from the government. We don't know what we have to do.
So,
and we have to use this opportunity to call upon the police. Them will come from the community. We stop ignore what them see and go on with the community. We need them to take a stand also.
Hold on it. When you hear that, Chuck? The man say call. This way man say Chuck. The man say him call pan. What's that?
Call upon the police. Them will come from community.
The man say him call pan the police. Them will come from up there. If stop turn a blind eye pan wagwan.
Going on to hear sin. I really don't like to talk politics, but I follow Mr. Vegas like I'm addicted to him. And I love what you're doing, but living what I do, I can't really talk too much on politics because it can come back at me. Like, I would defend my country, but what's happening, the people on the ground and who understand have to stand up and fight, because I'm from St. Elizabeth, and what happened to me now is that I'm gonna call the people in my community and like, what are you guys doing? Like, you can't just. The marijuana is something flooded. Like we grow up. When you talk about the ice marijuana, Maroon Town it comes from. Like we know. I grew up close by, so I know. It's not about the marijuana, really, and it's not about the rare trees. It's something else. And this George Santos, he's one of those money people who invest and do what they're going to do. But it's more to Maroon Town that we are not really seeing. And the government should literally send someone in jail to investigate, like, are they mining in Maroon Town and nobody know about it? Or doing something that no, because and abusing people like that, that's like so sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally had a discussion with a cousin with them about what's happening over there, and she got mad with me, but it's where we have to try to work and help each other, because it's really looking bad.
Right. You see, the thing is, the people are calling for help, and the government has a responsibility to every citizen. Now, this illusion of a notion that, Richard Currie them, I try to tell the people that, we're a sovereign state, and as such, we have our autonomy. I think the people are crying out for help. It's a long time the people wanted a moment to speak their mind, and we see it playing out right now, in my view. Long time. It's for years they wanted to really cry out and speak their mind. And we see what's playing out right now. So it's incumbent on the government to respond to the cry of the citizens of the country, because a compound town is a part of Jamaica.
Yes.
So I just hope that they take this thing serious and know, say, here what, the people who are crying out for help, they need the help and they should respond to them. Kimmy?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Father Imhotep.
Yes.
All right, Will, just make Kimmy got you and then you after.
All right.
Yeah, years ago, I cried out about the same issue in a compound in regards to what the gentleman said about these men in mask and all of these things. And if anybody watched that video when the Prime Minister went to a compound, and this young lady that was pushing, I want to stand beside my chief, was trying to breach the Prime Minister's security to go in. All these individuals are not Maroons. Currie import all these people from outside taking over the community, and the Maroons themselves don't have a voice. Them out there, people out there bashing Maroons and don't know that Currie went out there. When he realized the Maroons are no longer with him, he went and import his own people and bring them in the community. And giving Maroons bad name. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop. I cried out about this long ago. I had a voice note that went viral. It was even on nationwide news, and they nearly killed me for it. I spoke out about Maroon Town being led like Afghanistan, Taliban leadership years ago.
Right.
It's been going on for a while, and it needs to stop. Even now with JDF, I hear Currie saying that there are people in there scared of JDF. I don't know of that. 5 years ago, Canadian and Jamaica Defense Force trained together in a compound, and they march in from Lackover into a compound. Little children, when they hear that, they want miles to go in to meet them and escort them in the community. And they, at nights when them leave out of the bush, them come out in the community where we are, them have some one-pack meal and them share it with us, all people, everybody around them. It's a joy to have them in the community. The Jamaican government has been living in the peace with Maroons for a year until Currie come.
Right, true.
The agenda.
True.
And he's out there saying that Andrew Holness wants to sell out the cockpit country. You think Andrew Holness will do it, and Mark Golden will go friend him and take it if it was possible?
No, but the thing is, sister.
If it was possible.
The cockpit country is protected under United Nations, under UNESCO. So even Mark Golden himself, right? Yeah, legally, yeah, he would encounter a fight because the cockpit country is Jamaica's artery system, just like the heart, right? Your heart is very significant towards your entire function of your body. the cockpit country is the heart of Jamaica as well in terms of its significance to, the environment and stuff like that. So, Mark Golding, NEPA has a moral responsibility to protect the interests of Jamaicans as it relates to the environment. So the cockpit country is a protected area as well. So you see, the problem is,
the whole issue with the cockpit country, that word with the government, it doesn't even exist. That's the point that I'm saying.
True, right.
Rich Currie just come and use that just to divert the people's attention to see what his agenda is. Right? There was never any war with Maroons and government in terms of the cockpit country. It's just him coming and wanted to make problems.
Right, and that's the reason why the moment he went into power, you saw George Soros, they gave him that documentary and Vice to make it appear as if
the government never threatened Maroons. It was Currie who threatened the government. The video was out there. But right now, basically what I'm saying, why I even come on this live, I mean, the Maroons are people out there. There are so many. You might see the protest and you see a small amount of people, majority, but they are scared of their life. They're scared of the man them we Currie having in the community. They're scared of the retaliation that will happen later.
Right. So
it takes the brave warriors to go out there. The brave ones, if I perish, I perish. They don't care what to happen, but them are what they go talk with. Whether they want to get assault or arrest later, if they most want to get burned down, or them want to get tied up in the square and beaten. Them say enough is enough, so they are the ones who are brave enough to talk. So people out there bashing them and I say, oh, it's just a handful of people. It is not a handful of people. The same ones beside Currie right now, them the one side that crucify him. But what? They are waiting for the food because him have the food, the aid that is coming in, the humanitarian aid, and him store it up around there, and him a pick and choose who is with him. Who is with him? They're the ones getting it. If you voted for JLP in the election, you're not getting any. That's what they are doing, politicizing the things that are coming in. So those that are talking are hungry. Them that are not talking, them hungry, and he might use the food as an ultimatum, using it against them. So as soon as the food finish, you see many of them coming out to talk. Let the food stop going there, and you will see everybody come talk.
Right, and the sad thing is that, from Richard Currie came into power, right away, he got that documentary from George Soros them to make it look as if that the government of Jamaica was so evil that they wanted to sell out the cockpit country to foreign corporations or mining interests. And this man, Richard Currie, is the savior to save the cockpit country and things like that. So, we have been following it for a while. We have seen a lot. We have observed a lot.
Right, that's something. There's no war going on. No, Andrew Wallace said one thing. There cannot be a state within a state, and it's not lie. There's something called diplomacy, and I would have expected somebody as educated as Currie. If he wanted something, go in and talk to the government nicely. Go and negotiate with the government. Talk to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister love Maroons. The same bus when drive go conference go make trouble, go on stage, Babsy Grange and the Prime Minister give Maroons. The same bus Currie is going around with right now, is Babsy Grange and Andrew Wallace gifted it to the Maroons,
Right.
So how ungrateful Currie is, that bus that he's driving around all the years, no other Prime Minister from the other side never give Maroon Town a bus in case anything for the students get stranded and can't go to school, they don't have the money, a bus is there. They gifted that to the Maroons. And these things, he's not talking about it, how Maroons are benefiting massively. Oh, we're sovereign, and we have our own law. Maroons don't have a hospital. The high school there is paid by the government. The teachers are paid by the government. We have nothing for ourselves more than we rich culture and we heritage, which the government over the past years have respected it all along under the other colonels. I won't say chief because we never elected no chief, we elected a colonel. I don't know why he take up this name for himself, His Excellency Chief. Maroon doesn't have all the other Maroon territory. Then he wanted to take over more town, Charles, all of the other Maroon territories. He came with a big agenda. Right? It was not for a compound only. This guy come for just 50 fame and popularity, through Miskitty making you feel like him or somebody. This guy come about himself. He actually came to overthrow all of the other colonel them to take over, so everybody rule under him. This guy is so cruel. May God have mercy on his soul.
Give me.
May God have mercy on Richard Currie. You hear me tell you?
When you say people are afraid to be tied up in the square, like back in the days of slavery, that's still going on?
It happened. Then it happened over about 3 years ago. Daniel Basra, simply because he invited some police friends into the community. His friends, which are police officers. And he was beaten. He was tied up and beaten. He was tied up and beaten. The pictures are there in the media.
Well, the thing is, Kimmy, we yet to hear Basra, lot of farmer complaints still. That's the messed up part.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't do that. You're not the law.
But him up in the runway.
Yeah, man, I broke up all Basra and man and they sitting there, man. Remember, listen to me, remember Kimmy, man. Remember well, man. 2021, 2022. Remember it good, man. Trust me. Remember
when I was the young lady, I sent him a personal voice note around about that time and tell him that, and the voice note to him went viral. It was on nationwide news where I was telling him that his Taliban leadership not gonna work. Maroon town is not Afghanistan and all of those things. And it draw a lot of attention. So if others that are standing up, if them they do it long time, Currie wouldn't be able to be doing this to them. This guy get Maroon town, and I'm telling you, a compound was blooming, the economy, everything was so nice. And from Richard get it, Maroon town ghost town by 7 p.m. Not even dog up on the road. This boy walk with darkness. This guy destroyed our culture, everything. All these mass men coming out, all this young lady going to fight the Prime Minister. She was a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and them kick her out. Right? So she come there now, so she's there now fighting the Prime Minister's securities because I guess maybe she have something against the government and JDF.
She's actually trained in shooting.
Yes. She was a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
What the F?
All these mass men, Mr. Vegas, all these mass men that you see around Currie, only 2 of them is a member of the Compound Maroons, only 2. All those other one, all this Indian guy, I don't know where he came from. You have one named Anu. Anu is ordering a Compound Maroons to exit Maroon town, and you don't. That's one where Richie give ambassador. He can't trace his lineage in Maroon town. He can't trace his relation. Nobody know where Currie bring him from. Currie brings strangers come into the community. He's saying that make decision with council. Who are the councils? Maroon have no council.
If it's true that there's a cave that goes straight to Haiti, somebody asking.
Well, it's something. It's possible, I don't know of it, but I know that there are numerous amount of caves in a compound. White man come to explore. They reach a distance and they had to turn back because they didn't have whatever it is. But that part, Mr. Vegas, I would have to get more information about it. But it is possible.
What was the name of the colonel before Currie? What was his name again?
Aaron Williams.
Yeah. I heard him this morning on Nationwide.
Yeah.
And he was saying that Currie not calling the election.
No, he won't. It was supposed to be called in February, and we all know it's gonna be drawn. It's gonna be delayed.
He was supposed to call last February.
No, February. It's February next year. It's due February this year. No, sorry, February next year.
February 2026. Will, where you saying, Will J? Quick and fast.
So hold on because I'm not going to say long. I finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead, sis.
Yes. So in regards with this JDF thing, what Currie wants is the government to give him the materials.
Right.
And you see when you get the materials now, all these things that he's doing, is to force the people to vote for him. The government giving the materials. If you're not a laborite, if you're not a PNP, your house not gonna fix, So he knows what he's doing. He don't want the army to come in. He wants it in his hands for him and his goons to dictate as to how and who will get it. Because right now, as I'm telling you, the people that didn't vote for him, they are not getting the aid that is coming in. You have people up there right now around him. If them need to go into them house right now, them have to get a back off to clear the road for them can clear way for them can walk into them house. That's what if people can go there and go house to house and give people the things, it would be better than to give it to Chief, to Colonel Currie.
Damn.
This man said, if people, I'm telling the people, them scared for their life. That's why they don't want to come out openly. I'm telling you, but it is not what Currie is doing up there, and it has been going on for a while, and nobody
Pick up
don't want to.
Phobia, you know?
If you go to Magati police and report him, if you go down to Magati police is gonna send you right back to him. Magati police has all the things that have been covering up in a compound. Magati police to blame. They need to shuffle up. Because as soon as anything, if somebody beat you up there and you go down there, them send you back to Currie. So the police that is supposed to serve and protect the people, they are working for Currie instead of, they are supposed to work for the government, they are working for Currie instead. If anything happened to me or my family, they want to know where it is coming from because it is possible. I'm telling you right now, as I'm here talking, I'm telling you, even though me attack, a problem me I put myself in with them up there. Me know right now Currie and the man them run him, they might have plot and scheme for my family now. Right? I'm telling you that's how dangerous it is up there. So some people are chat off them out and don't know what the danger Maroons are face up there and don't have the voice to speak out. You hear? The sooner the Prime Minister take control, go up there and secure the people, them, the better it is.
Wow.
So when I hear the young man come out and talk, and the talk is fed up, everybody fed up now, and we see where it is, and we know where that this can lead to. As I said, I speak out years ago, and I nearly lose my life for it. Around the same time when them beat Basra, it was maybe a few weeks before that me talk out before.
Are you there now?
No, sir.
But your family is still
all
there.
The family members are still there.
So them life can be in danger because you speak out.
Because I'm speaking out now, yes, but what is the sense I'm gonna hold it down? It is, look here, all the pictures where you see what they are paying, all the image, the scenery. I think TVJ went there today, and I can tell you, I don't see anything as it, but he's gonna get some people, the ones them that are benefiting massively from him. He's gonna paint a scene. He's gonna get some to sit at the side playing the drum, and he's gonna put on food over there, and he's gonna come and put his hand on his hand and he start and say, see, my people are living peacefully. There's nothing. Those people are just the ones that support my opponent. Those are the ones making the problem. See them, talk to them. They are living in peace. I see him do it already, and people grab it and run with it. And the real distress, and everybody afraid. Everybody afraid to talk. I'm telling you. So if you see a handful of people, the warrior them that we don't.
No, we know see really know what I say, because me and Imhotep already point out for years now, how him try usurp power. How him try take with everybody, him try be the emperor.
Yes, Maroons settlement came, that's why I said the name chief, because Maroons normally have colonels, right? So when he come and say chief, that means chief, he's basically trying to say the colonel them is below the chief. So when he said chief now, that means he went for this young lady to from work to he chose an opponent to run in work.
Yeah, man, hope.
Right, that's what he did. So when he come, it was just not for a compound Maroon town. And the thing is, this guy depriving depriving the people of the help from the JDF, and he has millions of GoFundMe money. And what is he doing it? Nobody not ask him. Nobody's there to ask him how much money is in the Maroon account. The money that you collect on the 6th of January celebration, they don't know. Nobody know what he's doing with it.
Yeah, they want money when they collect off of the
celebration. Them. He got money from one of the artists.
Would you gave them 30 million, sister?
I know the road don't fix.
But
I'm saying, would you give them 30 million?
30 million.
Over 30 million,
you don't hear anything about it. He has GoFundMe, and right now, in terms of Melissa recovery, more than one GoFundMe with too much millions in it right now. And he could have started help people up there a long time. And he's not helping them. I used to the Prime Minister go help the people and you talk about you don't want military in the community because people are traumatized. His men are traumatized the people them more than the JDF right now.
But I'm going to show you something, Imhotep.
Yeah.
I'll show you something. When it comes down to the police, yeah? I'm not going to be hard on the police. No, I'm going to tell you why I'm not being hard on them. There is something that we need to point out. You remember in a COVID Imhotep, when the police said them cannot get a permit to keep the Maroon Fest?
Yeah.
The government or somebody within the government went ahead and gave them a permit to keep the festival. The police officers did not know this, and they were there. They camped out there to stop the proceedings. And in the middle of them doing that, that was when they found out that the government gave Currie permit to keep the festival. The police officers were disrespected, totally caught off guard and looked like fools. Remember me tell you that, brother.
Yeah, and it's a government where members say Richard Currie go up on PNP platform, you know, because Mark Golden invite him up there, you know, right? And a PNP platform as keynote speaker or whatever you want to call him, you know, right? How you are maroon and you are pick side for the people and you can't pick side for the people them. The maroon chief is supposed to be impartial and neutral.
Go fight the JLP government and them for them transportation take him there.
Right, so from day one.
Let me just say to you a while ago, I want you to pre-it. So the police them, when the sister know what, it makes sense now to me. Why the police them are turn a blind eye and I send back the man them to Currie because he will go on now. If him a go get Maroon Fest for keep.
Mr. Vegas, 1 minute, okay? It is not Maroon Fest. It is not a festival. It is a celebration. I don't know why this guy come and talk about Maroon Fest as a matter of fact. We're not making change up with culture. It is a celebration, not a festival.
Right.
How dare he?
But the
don't
fact
say Maroon Fest, a Maroon celebration.
The fact that the police were caught when blindside the police them. And the police them since then, it seems, just said them no business with nothing. Because obviously the police them say, all right, anything we do, we're not going to tell we say, we're not going to override it. So make the man do him thing. I'm telling you, even the day when the police them go up there, they said them go chase wanted man. When he came out and disrespect the police, I don't think enough was done to give the police them any form of, you know, like strength, like, yo, we're standing with you. I think the police them were totally disrespected. It's 2 times now it's 2 times now the police were disrespected or undermined.
I could correct you about that story, but you see this one, they would definitely kill my family them first. So I go hold me about this thing about the disrespect the police part, because I might end up having to call some name and they might definitely hurt my family members them if they can't catch me. So I go hold me more. Because even now, as I'm talking, people are going to hear me on the live. Trust me, I'm talking here. My family members might be in danger, might be in serious danger right now. But I'm going to pray that the blood of Jesus cover them in there going out and in there coming in and put a stop in anybody mean to do them harm. Any repercussion based on what I've said on this live today, I pray.
If you feel this strongly, right? If you feel this strongly about the situation, this is what you need to do. You need to write a letter to the Commissioner of Police. And you need to write a letter or an email to the Commissioner of Police, and you need to CC, if you have a lawyer, CC a lawyer on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, because a lot of people have been saying it to me. I've been saying it to me. So
don't delay upon it. Just
say, remember, you have people there. Don't say it because they know the danger. They know who we're going up against.
But this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna write. You're gonna write a letter.
Yes.
To the Commissioner of Police. Yeah. I'm gonna send you the information in your inbox when I get off. Just send me a message in my inbox and remind me.
Yes.
So we at least know that anything should happen to your family, we know exactly where it's coming from.
Yes.
So
Because
if
I
Richard
already
Currie
got that
and his allies believe that they can stop people from talking,
Yes.
we just have to know that, or let them know that we have a system in place to deal with them people. And we are not afraid of them. So, big up yourself, sister. And if your family are listening, we have on the back. And the Prime Minister have on the back. No guy can do nothing.
If there's not this, I don't think the Prime Minister hope anybody can. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore our cries, because it is getting out of hand and it's gonna get worse, because this guy having links same way he has links. I'm telling you, him have high links inside of Jamaica, outside of Jamaica. That's why this guy, me say gun quote China compound and he never reaching at the key. Father, hold me mouth.
Gun, sister, don't say a word.
Father, hold me mouth.
Thank you for your bravery. Thanks for your bravery, sis. We will leave the rest to the authorities. Yeah?
Okay.
Big up
Yes,
yourself.
please guide me, because right now as me talk to you, I mean, trust me, me can feel it in my belly. So I need to take what I've said tonight. I need to take a stand. I'm not gonna take it lightly, because what I've said
You know
is
what? Actually, I'm gonna actually send a message to one of my brethren where is a part of the movement, and I wish he could listen to. As a matter of fact, me go touch base with you and make you talk to one of the general them way.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. All right.
Imhotep, I want serious sitting and going up there now. Jumper, where I say? Oh, Will there before.
No, Will got two. Will got two.
Will, don't draw nil.
Where you going with Sobe? Big up yourself, man. Imhotep, the father of general knowledge. Yeah, but what may I say, Kimik, like she go through it still, but to get to the point, I will leave a question, but we can't talk all that right now. When Jamaica become a republic, will there be a treaty that protect their compound and them state that them claims to them have against what going on in Jamaica right now?
No autonomous, no indigenous recognition like that. Culturally,
yeah, but
from a heritage perspective, yeah, they get that UNESCO recognition, but it has nothing to do with their indigenous status or their autonomous status, because they don't have that. Yeah, they don't have that.
May I say,
the government who would be actually breaching the constitution to give these people sovereign indigenous status, and they'll set the precedent, say the whole Tivoli Garden can just say we want indigenous status, and Matthews Lane can say the same thing to our Water say the same thing. So the moment they do that, they're gonna set that in case law where all these other communities can just say we want our autonomy, and that is opening Pandora's box. So they're not gonna do it, because that is more like that's a problem for them, big problem.
Yeah, but that may I say right now, based on what Kimmy has said and what we are seeing at the public, is a tyrannical state I go on in a compound right now, which when you look upon it, just like you see the opposition come out and say, oh, they want the done them in the place where the done them can make the call on certain things to make sure so the people are all right. But I mean, like I said, the conversation can go far, but I mean, may I listen and I feel like you said, Sobe, I think like the Governor General needs to get a CC on the complaint, being that them claims that them get them sovereignty from the British. So I mean, maybe he needs to get involved.
No, they don't have a valid treaty in general. These are just words.
Yeah, me know, but
personally, me, right, within America, and tomorrow we can get up and say, I am sovereign chief of Montego Bay and all them something there. Anybody can say anything. Can you show and prove? So in the case of their compound Maroons, as it relates to their indigenous status, that's nonsense, because to be indigenous by definition, even by United Nations definition, you have to be here before Columbus. Richard Currie is a West African, biologically and phenotypically. The man have an Englishman, slave master name. So we all know the history of that. So he cannot prove his indigenous status, nor is there any treaty as such that's legally binding that recognizes them, because guess what? They will talk about the 1738-39 treaty, but remember they broke that treaty in 1790 when they started the Second Maroon War. By virtue of starting the Second Maroon War, they made even that treaty null and void, even if there's one. Now, legally, as it relates to the Magna Carta and international law, any treaty that is signed, it must be in the predominant local language of both parties. So you must have one English treaty and whatever language the Maroons spoke, a next treaty for them. Which language do you hear Richard Currie speak? No English. Speaky spokey, intellectual, intelligent. The legal standing part, most Maroons don't even argue that. This man come from nowhere and get fully endorsed by George Soros them. And here he is now talking about Assalamu alaikum. How is that Maroon language? Assalamu alaikum is Arabic, it's Islamic. The man come and said they are Moors. Where are the Moors from? They are the Berbers from North Africa, Morocco, and Libya, and Tunisia, Egypt, all those places. And this man is claiming to be those people. Notice around these people, the militia people, who claim to be security. Look around their necks. That's a kufir thing. It's not even a hijab, because you know the hijab different in Islam. That's a kufir thing them have around them neck. It's Islamic. They plenipotentiary man, whenever he's speaking and hear him say Assalamu alaikum. So I'm just saying, these people have nothing to do with their compound people up there. They don't speak for them. They are usurpers.
Well, Imotet, like based on what we are seeing now, we have to see the NGO them and the corruption them. Basically, I come from right now, our Currie right now just to protect the interests of the people who wants to take over, who have the belly of the corruption. Right now, I think, like Subia said, maybe we have to look upon it in terms of Wagwan. But be it, what me I look upon and I observe is for say, the corruption of Wagwan with Currie right now run deeper than what did I go on with Kevin Smith. Do you understand? And until it can be proven, I just dare say the bucket I go at the well and the bottom I go fall out. So right now we just have to give them the time to do the most and do what they want to do until everything come to light. You know?
Right, but you see, the thing is, you know, I get the mic in a jumper, but let me say this. Remember, the government of Jamaica has that legal and moral responsibility to respond to the cries of their compound people. So that is where it needs to be addressed. I think Jumper in there. Yes. You can see what I say there. We can make up Tanya say I think after.
Yes, DJ. Evening.
All right, yeah.
The last time me and you talked, I mentioned that a soldier camp, a command post, or even a permanent camp, just like they have in Mandeville, needs to be put in Maroon Town, right? And me here, you kind of did disagree with me. Based on what you are hearing now from what Kimi say, and you have a better understanding of what's going on in Maroon Town, I think it is needed even more now when these things are brought to light. And where I hear, I don't remember if it was Emote saying that the Governor General need to be CC'd or something like that, and like we doing that is ratifying or could be construed that they have some claim to sovereignty or in some form of way. Listen, there is no form of state within a state. These Maroon people or whatever they claim to be have absolutely no sovereignty other than being Jamaicans. And this are to be put down in every way possible, both from moral, both from a jurisdictional standpoint, and the Prime Minister need to go in there with a show of force. Let them understand that this is Jamaica. The Jamaican government is responsible for it, and we will do whatever it takes to protect the sovereignty of Jamaica. Period.
But the thing is, my general, is that you have sometimes these people are under a regime. These people are under dictatorship, right? So therefore,
declare martial law in
no. I'm just saying. I'm just going somewhere with my argument. I'm saying that a compound person does not stand in the same position as this dictator up there or this man where I run a private militia and I say him have a state up there. The people are afraid. A lot of them are intimidated, and as such, what me I say is this.
So if that
the government, I'm just saying the government needs to intervene. It's a must. It is imperative.
Declare a state of emergency in Akongpang.
Yeah, but my point is, my point is, my general, is that
law here and it's Jamaica law.
Yeah, but my point is though, is that here go now, it's just a handful of people up there who are having these people under a dictatorship. So focus on those people.
No.
And also, I'm just saying, my general, is that I don't want to be like a draconian approach. That's what I'm saying.
But it needs to be the draconian approach in response to the people who are doing that.
No, it doesn't need to be a draconian approach. I'm saying the people up there who are the problem, those are the ones who needs to be targeted by the government, because guess what? These are Jamaican citizens, and here what? There's no dad in Jamaica. We're bigger than the government.
And that is the reason why I'm calling for a state of emergency to be called in Akongpang, so that everything else is suspended and the ground commander will have the command in Akongpang.
You see,
and if Richard Currie say anything, then them show him the butt of the SLR. That is what the family make him know he is not regarded in any way, shape, or form as any form of authority anywhere in Jamaica.
Jumper, you hear me?
Yeah.
Let me tell you the problem we have. You see, I see people actually say, it's because Jamaica go through a recovery process now. We just had a major disaster. It's a very thin line. The Prime Minister have to walk a thin line because he can easily overplay him hand.
And DJ, if the Prime Minister don't deal with this, he must go walk a thinner line. That me I tell you.
It has to be dealt with, but it has to be dealt with strategically.
Listen, this is an assault on the state by Richard Currie. And the only way you deal with an assault on the state is an assault with an overwhelming force. It
can't so backfire too if him be too, if him tip the line too much, it can backfire because he can come off as weak.
Listen, Richard Currie need to be bring up and charge it for insurrection.
What we don't want though, we don't want another repeat of the 2010 West Kingston incursion. Many innocent lives lost as well. Unfortunately. And then we're gonna spend millions on an inquiry and things like that. So the perpetrators, right? They are not hiding. They are easily identifiable. They need to be investigated. The government and law enforcement need to intervene and sort this out. But I don't want it to be because listen to me, him have a militia up there. You understand? That's the point. And those things. So what I'm saying is that we don't want the next incursion, so to speak, and innocent lives are lost.
But hold on now. You're saying you don't want another incursion. An incursion has to occur whenever the JDF and the police force is being challenged by people who have firepower as well. So if we don't want another incursion, then the people of Akronkpang and these perpetrators need to not let it be. But once there is, the JDF and the authorities need to respond with overwhelming force.
Yeah,
Who
but
live
that's
and
like
who
right
they're
now.
dead.
Yeah, but that's like right now. Even from a geopolitical perspective, in Venezuela, they said they want to remove Nicolas Maduro, right? He's the head of state because they don't agree with his policies and whatever. I'm just saying, with the compound situation, right? Yeah, the focus needs to be on the head. Richard Currie and his team, that's where the focus needs to be, because I'm saying a lot of people up there.
Let me spell it out for you. We need to get rid of Richard Currie and Zion L from Hong Kong. That's how we
Yes. Those are the perpetrators up there. Those are the ones up there where I cause the problem.
That is what I talk about.
Listen, if the Prime Minister don't show that is one law in Jamaica, there is one state in Jamaica, I'm telling you, he's going to be in for a bigger problem down the road.
But jump on.
This need to be put down like a dog that it is.
No, remember,
no uncertain terms.
Man, Jamaica must adhere to what? Jamaica must adhere to international human rights and Geneva conventions agreements. When me I say this, my general, it's not to that point where Richard Currie them up there say they're ready for the government and things like that.
And that's why me I say